Hello Outriders, welcome to another build video. This one is a very special one. Every single day I get people in my chat and in my DMs on social media asking me, but Godlike, how do I make these amazing builds of yours? I don't even have any tier 3 mods. I have no gear and I'm stuck. What do I do? Settle down, Johnny. I got you. I hyped up this awesome beginner Technomancer build and I showcased it on my stream last week. I made it and I'm going to break it down here so you are never stuck again. Once you get it going, you'll be able to beat challenge tier 15s without a single tier 3 mod easily. Gold every single time. Yes, you heard me. Without a single T3 mod. You will be able to conquer the whole game and end game and do it all with only tier 1 and tier 2 mods. If this video helps you out in any way, make sure you hit the like button, smash the subscribe button and destroy that notification bell so you never miss a video. I noticed that only 5.8% of you that watch my videos are subscribed to the channel. What are you waiting for? Tactical nuke that subscribe button for me, please. Help me achieve my dreams on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch most days where I showcase all my builds and I spend a long time perfecting them so they're the best they can be for YouTube. So if you want to be a part of all of this, get the scoop on the new builds, learn about all the tips and tricks, or simply just enjoy the madness that unfolds, link will be down in the description. Come and chill with me and my awesome community. And now, a quick word from the sponsors of today's video. Stuck on a low level character because you're at work all the time? Or is life just keeping you too busy to grind? Getting frustrated because you never finish that perfect build? Or you want to just join your friends and everyone else at the end game without doing all of the boring stuff to get there? I got just what you need. Dwing.net. They're this awesome boosting service that will get you to where you need to be without all the hassle. They also do boosting for all the major titles out there such as Destiny 2, Division 2, Outriders and many more. Never get stuck with incomplete builds as Dwing can help you get all the cool weapons and armor with the highest rolls. You choose what you want and they make it happen, just like magic. The whole method works with account sharing so you can rest assured that no cheats or bugs will be used in the boost. With over 2.5k reviews and an excellent 4.9 rating on Trustpilot, you know these guys are super legit and you have nothing to worry about. Use the code GODLIKE at checkout for a nice 15% off. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. Okay, let's get this build going. This is quite different from my endgame Technomancer build that I shared with you guys. We use different attributes and also use a different skill. The build still revolves around the blighted rounds. But it's a little bit different. Let me show you the class tree. Right here, we have 8% weapon damage. Oh yeah, we're gonna go for the pestilence skill tree, by the way. That is the best one for DPS right now. Right here, 8% weapon damage. We're gonna go up and get some weapon leech with a 5% increase. Right here, we're gonna get armor piercing. Now, just important to mention, armor piercing is not very important for us since our bullets pierce through armor anyway. But, you know, you gotta get it. If you're using a sniper rifle, you're gonna branch out and get this node instead. And it will give you 20% sniper weapon damage. But we don't really wanna play sniper. The tactical variant assault rifle is still absolutely busted and it's by far the best weapon in the game. So you really want to just play with assault rifle. Okay, but if you want to play a sniper, this is your node right here. Then we branch out right here. Critical damage with 15% increase. And then right here, exposing toxin. Every time toxic is afflicted on an enemy, a vulnerable status is afflicted as well. That is really, really strong. It makes it that the follow-up shots on the enemy are going to do more damage. And right here, vulnerable affected on enemy is 40% more effective. Absolutely amazing node as well. Then, these two are crucial. Nitrogen capsules decrease the distance considered to be long range by 3 meters. That one and this one right here. It's two of them. they make it that long range is considered 13 meters and above. This is absolutely crucial for the build because we no longer run close range damage like we used to for the other end game build. We are instead running cooldown reduction to get our skills quicker. And unfortunately, when you let the enemies get close to you, you will be doing less damage. But trust me, it's worth it the way we're doing it. Okay, so these two nodes are really important so that it makes long range not so long and you can then be more versatile in situations. Next up, weapon damage 8% increase right here. And then Cannonade. This is the new one that we're taking, as opposed to before. So Cannonade, activating ordnance skills increase weapon damage for you and your allies by 30% for 10 seconds. Okay, this one is really, really important. Scrapnel, this is the skill that we're now using. Instead of Cold Snap, I will explain just now when we get to the skills. Okay, so why is this really important? We get 30% damage upon popping our Scrapnel. Not only for us, but also for our teammates. This pairs really nicely with our other node right here, which I'm going to get to, that gives us another 40% for 10 seconds. So you're basically giving yourself and your teammates a 70% weapon damage buff for 10 seconds. That is incredible. You're not only the highest DPS class in the game, but you're also buffing your teammates. It's absolutely crazy. But let's continue. Right here, Purge. Enemies afflicted with Toxic receive 10% more damage. This one is a no-brainer because every single bullet that we shoot while we have blighted rounds on, we make enemies go on Toxic. That means they take more damage. Absolutely amazing. Next up, increased weapon damage by 8%. Yet again, really, really good. We never say no to damage. Assault Master. Increase your assault weapon damage by 20%. And also increase assault rifle drop chance by 20%. It doesn't hurt, right? It's important to note that assault weapons are assault rifles, LMGs, SMGs, and double guns. However, at the moment that of recording this, the tactical variant of the assault rifle is the absolute best in slot right here. So 20% AR increase, amazing. Okay, next up. Once again, increase your assault weapon damage by 12%. As you can see, this Pestilence skill tree is just stacked with damage. Every node is just better than the other one, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes this class so amazing, because your class tree and your skills complement each other so well for you to just be able to sit and do damage is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, next up, armor piercing 10% once again, followed by two sides of the power. This right here is the... how do I put this? The glass cannon node of the build. You deal more damage, but you also take a little bit more damage. Absolutely worth it, of course. Next up, we have increased your long range weapon damage by 30%. Yeah, guys, you heard me right. 30%. That is nuts, right? And because we're sitting 30 meters and above, right here, that 30% applies to our assault rifle. It's absolutely amazing. Next up, increased magazine size by 50%. More bullets, more damage. Purge. Enemies afflicted with Toxic receive 15% more damage, which is even better, of course. And finally, I just spoke about this already, empowering antenna. Activating Decay increases weapon damage for you and your allies by 40% for 10 seconds. Like I said, every 10 seconds you want to make sure you throw out your turret, as well as throw out your Scrapnel, and you are giving your team this massive 70% damage buff and yourself for 10 seconds. Really, really amazing. So that's the skill tree. Like I said, this is the minor changes we've done to Cannonade. Let me show you the skills why. There you go, Scrapnel. And that is why we're running cooldown reduction. Usually, it's about 20-something seconds to get your Scrapnel back, but with full CDR on every single piece, this is the max you can get it down to. 13.8 second cooldown. It is absolutely ridiculous. So basically what happens is, you're gonna throw out every 10 seconds, your turret, which is on a 4.8 second cooldown. It doesn't matter that it's not 10. I mean, we're only going to throw it out every 10 seconds, because you want to spend the rest of the time beaming. So you throw out your Scrapnel, you throw out your turret every 10 seconds. As you can see, it's like basically 4 seconds too late, unfortunately. So there's going to be a bit of a, time discrepancy here, but it doesn't matter. It's still super worth it, and you can spam it as much as you can. So you just throw them out and you beam, obviously with the help of blighted rounds. And because we have so much cooldown reduction, if you make a mistake, you know, because this build is designed for new players, for beginner players, right? If you make a mistake and you lose your bullets, which will be very hard for you to do already, since we already have a mod that gives us more bullets. But if you in any case lose your bullets, they're only on a 36.1 second cooldown, not like maybe more than a minute, you know? So like you're spending more than a minute not doing damage and you know, running away from mobs and being frustrated. You know, this build just makes it so you do damage all the time, your skills are up all the time, and you just never stop beaming. Okay. Let's talk about the weapon and gear of choice that we have for this build. First up, Earthborn Renegade's Assault Rifle. This right here is the assault rifle that you get from the Hell's Rangers DLC. Now, it is a tactical variant assault rifle, and any assault rifle, even if you don't have the DLC, any assault rifle with high firepower, crit damage, long range damage, and close range damage, those will be the best attributes, and a good mod would be considered a god roll, and you can use it for this build. But the Hell's Rangers DLC, you can roll them and make them really good, the assault rifles, so I recommend you do that. You can get yourself a really high rolled one. Okay, the mod it comes with, Bone Shrapnel. Killing shots detonate the enemy's bones and turn them into shrapnel that deals 200k damage and inflicts bleed on enemies within a 5 meter radius. That effect can happen every 1 second. Absolutely amazing. This one is your at clear, and also it helps you speed clear things. It is absolutely amazing, and it comes with the gun like this. So that's why it makes this weapon such a god roll and such a easy weapon for you to get, right? The second mod, Anomaly Enhancement. This mod right here, receive a passive firepower boost equal to 30% of your anomaly power. So whatever anomaly power we have here, and also maybe from other mods such as Stand Tall, all of that gets converted to firepower. 30% of this goes into firepower, which, you know, every little bit helps. Now, this mod, Anomaly Enhancement, is a filler mod until you can get your hands on Killing Spree or Embaumer's Rage. Even Fortress would be a good mod. Okay, Killing Spree, you can get your hands on it from deleting or deconstructing the legendary weapon called Ember Vault. So once you start farming and you start getting your hands on the mods, you're going to be using this mod. Of course, Embaumer's Rage comes on High Roller, and Fortress comes on Death Shield. Okay, secondary weapon and your pistol don't matter. I usually just have legendaries here that look cool, but I've taken them out because, like I said, the build is 0 legendary. So I wanted to make sure that we have no legendaries equipped, even though we never use them, right? Then let's look at each piece now. Okay, the trifecta of attributes that we require for this build are bonus firepower on every single piece, long range damage on every single piece, and cooldown reduction on every single piece. Okay, when you max the piece out and you raise the attributes, it will have 8038 firepower, 10% long range damage, and 7.49% cooldown reduction. Okay, all of these are really important, and you need to be farming gear with those attributes and then looking for the cool mods. Okay, speaking of the mods, let's look at what we have. Like I've said to you guys, it's only tier 1 and tier 2 mods. Okay, so it's beginner mods, stuff that you get while leveling, stuff that you get in your, like before you get to expeditions. You have most of these mods, if not all of them, which makes this build absolutely amazing for beginner players, like I said. Okay, let's dive into the mods. Spare Mag, Blighted Rounds. The skill is effective for 1 additional magazine before triggering the cooldown. This one right here, my friends, is for the new players. The moment you get more comfortable with the build and you never lose your bullets, you're gonna change out Spare Mag for another mod. But for now, Spare Mag is absolutely amazing because it gives us the opportunity to make a mistake and to lose our bullets without fearing that we're gonna go on cooldown for half a minute and we have to run around the mobs and things like that, right? So Spare Mag, really amazing for the beginner players out there. Bloodlust. Killing shots increase your firepower by 17,505, stacks up to 3 times, and deteriorates every 10 seconds. So this is a pretty straightforward one. It gives you an amazing firepower buff on a 3 times stack every 10 seconds. So long as you're killing stuff all the time, which you are gonna be, right? Bloodlust is always gonna be up. Absolutely incredible. Probably one of the best mods in the game, and it's a tier 2 mod, so guess what? You probably already have it, or you're gonna be getting it soon. Very easy. Okay. Next up, on the chest piece, Once again, bonus firepower, long range cooldown. Then, Radical Therapy. Deal 15% more damage against enemies afflicted by Toxic. That's a no-brainer, like I said before, with the Toxin. With the moment we're shooting someone, we're putting them on Toxic, we're doing more damage. That is what we want. Damage, damage, damage. Then, we also need a bit of defense in our build. So we're not a walking one-shot, because as you know in expeditions, if you die, you start over. You lose your whole progress of that expedition. So you want to make sure you don't die. Well, don't worry, my friends, I got you. I've got you these mods here that are going to keep you alive, and you're never ever going to have a problem. So firstly, Golem, it is unfortunately broken. So the way it works, you get the protective effect of Golem for 4 seconds. It's the Devastator skill that, puts like stones around you. Absolutely amazing. It gives you 65% damage resistance, and you're supposed to keep it for 4 seconds. However, in the time of filming this, the mod is still broken, and it is up 100% of the time. So instead of the moment it procs, when your health gets low, it procs, you get the stones disappear, but the effect still remains, and you just keep tanking 65%, damage, easy peasy. Okay, so that mod is a no-brainer for now. Absolutely amazing. Use it until it gets fixed. Okay, next up, we have the pants. Once again, bonus firepower, long range, cooldown reduction. And Dum Dum bullets. Increase assault weapon damage by 10%. There is just a flat damage increase to our base damage of our assault rifle. Just absolutely amazing. It is a very powerful tier 2 mod. The next mod is mitigation from death. Killing enemies while aiming down sights. It's another defensive mod, by the way. I chose to go for another defensive mod so that as a new player, maybe you position poorly, maybe you make a mistake, and then I don't want you to die. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to get out of the sticky situation and continue beaming and finishing expeditions, leveling up and getting your gear and mods. So that's why I opted to give you another defensive mod here. Killing enemies while aiming down sights, which is what we always do. You should always be ADSing, right? Gives you 45,000 points of armor for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. This, paired with Golem, you become an absolute tank that does so much damage. Can you imagine having like 200k armor and mitigating 65% of the damage that's coming your way? You're a tank. You're never gonna die. Nothing can stop you. You just carry on beaming forever. Okay, next up. Critical analysis. Blighted rounds increases critical damage by 15%. As you all know, you should be getting those crits as much as you can. We have crit on the gun, we have crit in the gear. It is really important for you to beam heads. Even if you don't, you're still going to do a lot of damage, but you will do a lot more damage if you hit those headshots or critical points. Okay, next up, crit stack. Another one for the crits. Critical shots build up to a 5-second stacking effect that grants you 3,500 anomaly power and 7,723 firepower bonuses. Stacks up to 5 times. Crit stack is another amazing, probably also one of the best mods in the game. The moment you're critting, you're hitting those heads, you're building up crit stack, and you're just so strong. And again, the anomaly power that you get from crit stack also accounts for anomaly enhancement on the weapon, so don't forget that. We're getting benefits from both of those, the moment we're using this mod. Okay, next up, Stand Tall and Toxic Lead. So Toxic Lead is the one way that we are currently replenishing the bullets of our magazine. Remember, you don't want to finish your bullets in your mag, because if you do and you trigger reload, you're going to lose your bullets after the second reload because of the other mod we have, right? So it's very, very important that you kill stuff that is afflicted with Toxic, and it will instantly replenish 40% of your ammo in your magazine. Also important to note, you always want to have perks that replenish your magazine, not reload and stuff like that. If you get the reload, after you roll on the ground or something and you keep losing your bullets, that is why. You want to have one of two mods only, either Toxic Lead, or the other one is a tier 1 mod, and the other one is Trick Up the Sleeve, which gives you 30% of your ammo, but it requires you to only kill things as opposed to killing things that are on Toxic, right? At the moment of recording this, Toxic Lead can sometimes bug out when you're playing in a group and you don't get your bullets, which is absolutely devastating. So if you play with your friends and you don't play solo, I recommend you running the other mod instead of Toxic Lead. Okay, But for the most part, with this build, you really want to just be playing solo. It melts absolutely everything and you're never going to have any problems. With scaling 2 and 3 men, if your friends are not doing damage, you might run into some trouble. So while you get the cool and important mods, run solo as much as you can. Right. Next up, we have Stand Tall. Receive 9,000 anomaly power and 13,000 firepower when out of cover for more than 5 seconds. The way the game works, we're pretty much always out of cover, always running at enemies. It's all about, you know, getting that gold time and pushing the limits of your character. So you're never gonna be really sitting in cover unless, actually no, there's absolutely no reason for you to ever be in cover. So that's it. Just run at the enemies, stay at range, and just beam, and you're always gonna have Stand Tall up and running. Well, this has been a long one. This is it for the build, my friends. Remember, if it helped you become the best Technomancer ever, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Godlike out.